Good morning, everybody. So today's Thursday, so I'm gonna post yesterday's because I didn't post it yesterday because I like to watch these first, and I ran out of time. Just really busy at work trying to catch up. So I will post it as soon as I finish this. Because I liked yesterday. Actually, I was kind of on a soapbox yesterday and got a little, I don't know. So today I read I can talk this morning. I read Proverbs 4. And verses 6 through 7 says, this is continuing on about wisdom. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. I love that. Like, if you do wise things, that will protect you. It makes sense. Love her, and she will watch over you. Wisdom is supreme, therefore get wisdom. Though it cost all you have, get understanding. Wow. I think every day, pretty much, I've prayed for wisdom. I always ask God for wisdom and guidance and favor and help and a lot of things. Verse 13 through 15. Hold on to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. What? Do not set foot on the path of the wicked or walk in the way of evil men. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn from it and go on your way. Wow. These verses are incredible. And I've read Proverbs like umpteen times. I've just never broke it down like this. Verse 25 and 26. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Make level paths for your feet and take only ways that are firm. Do not swerve to the right or to the left. Keep your foot from evil. Which is not easy, because there's always something there to get you. Anyways, first question. Is the way to wisdom well-traveled or is it less traveled? Really, to me, true wisdom is Jesus. Like, that's where it comes from. So is it well-traveled or less traveled? I said less traveled. I said people want to do what makes them feel good, you know? And am I immune to that? No, I'm not. I'll give you a pure example, like yesterday. Oh, and I said, I'm sorry. People want to do what makes them feel good. They choose it over wisdom. So yesterday, I have to be careful what I say. So it is kind of something that happened at work, and I just don't do stupid well, and I don't do attitude with stupid well, you know? Like, if I'm the stupid one, you know, forgive me. But if you're the stupid one and then you come to me with attitude, oh God, no. I don't do it well at all. So I got a little frustrated yesterday, and someone, I don't even know who, had brought some cookies. That's nothing but pure sugar, right? And I've been trying to lose weight because I need to lose weight. And so what did I do? I went and ate a cookie and ate some chocolate. So was that wise to do that? No. It's not really healthy, you know, to eat a bunch of sugar. And definitely when I'm trying to lose weight, is it wise? No. So did I choose wisdom yesterday in that situation? I did not. I choose stupidness because someone was stupid and had an attitude with me. So that really doesn't make any sense. But that's what I chose. I mean, that's what we do as people, you know. Sometimes we make stupid mistakes. And I know that's just like a simple example, but people will do what makes them feel good, you know, whether it's so simple as that or it's something to the extreme, you know, like continuously doing hardcore drugs or whatever else. I could think of numerous different things. I don't know, alcohol, you know, having sex with multiple people, you know, just stepping all over someone just to get ahead, using people, you know. I mean, there's so many things, you know. Use wisdom instead, you know, and I'm talking to myself, you know. Just because someone upsets you doesn't mean you have to, like, go to whatever, you know. Anyways, next question. What are you willing to do to help straighten out or make level someone else's path? To me, the first word that came into my head was sacrifice. Like, what are you willing to sacrifice for someone else, you know? And you can even take it deeper. What are you willing to sacrifice for someone you don't even know? What are you willing to sacrifice for someone who has treated you horribly? You know, are you even willing to sacrifice anything? You know, are you even, forget a sacrifice, like, are you just willing to do anything for them? You know, and I think for me a lot, I know a reason, you know, why I love police officers, because to me they stand for protection. Um, and I like didn't have that as a child because, you know, my dad was very abusive. So to me, I think that's why I'm so drawn to police officers, is just because that protection factor. Um, and for me, they are a good example of sacrifice, because they are so willing to sacrifice their own life. You know, they know each and every day that today might be the day that they don't go home, you know, to their family. They're willing to sacrifice that for people that treat them like dirt, speak to them like dirt, um, do harmful, evil things to them. You know, it's incredible. Not this past week, but the week before, they showed us a video. And I think I already talked about it. But the police officers came in, and the video was like what it was that the not the victim, but the oh, why can't I think? Whatever, the person who did the criminal was shooting at them. And, you know, so they were shooting at them. It was, you know, fire back and forth. And so what ended up happening is the guy was on the ground, you know, screaming like, I'm dying, I'm dying. And the police officer, not sure if, because there was two of them, I think, in the video, but I'm not sure if it was the one that shot him. But I mean, he was shooting at both of them, you know, and he had to get a tourniquet out and was trying to save his leg, you know, because he was shot in the leg and he was bleeding, and he was doing that. I mean, that's incredible to me. The person who just shot at you, trying to kill you, and now you're trying to help save them, you know, that's incredible to me. Like, I have always like wanted to be a detective, not a police officer per se, but a detective. But I would have had to work on the streets, and that just wasn't happening. But I have so much gained a new respect for these police officers that it's unbelievable. Because can I say that I would have, you know, done that? I'm not so certain. You know, you're just trying to kill me, and now I'm trying to save your life. I don't know that I could have done that, you know? And a lot of them, you know, like if you watch on TV, like they put up with so much crap that people say, you know? Honestly, I would be to the point where I would slap the person. I'm just being real. Like, I'm not a violent person, but we're all human and we can only take so much, you know? So I've asked them, like, do you guys get taught classes, like, you know, how to control yourself, you know, with these people? Like, what? I mean, what is it that you guys are able to do, or that makes you able to do this, you know? And they were just like, no, we don't have classes for that. I was like, how do you do it? Like, I commend them. Honestly, I do, because we don't know what they deal with day in and day out, you know. That was just one video, one little example, you know. They deal with a lot. So now, since I've talked so much, what I put is, are you willing to sacrifice your own security, your own safety, you being comfortable? Are you willing to fast and pray for someone else until something happens? Fasting is hard, whether you're fasting as far as food or you're fasting something else, because to me, the whole point of fasting is giving up something that you really, really want, you know, like it's a sacrifice. That's what it has to be, is a sacrifice, you know. And the reason why for me this time when I'm fasting, I'm not doing food is because I didn't feel like it would work out too good with church on Sunday. But also because primarily I really just eat that way anyway. So is it really so much of a sacrifice for me to do that? Not necessarily. You know, it's a good body cleanse as far as it helps you lose weight and stuff like that. But is my goal of fasting to do that? I need to fast. Maybe I just need to fast to help me lose weight. But it's for someone else, you know. And when I started doing this, like, every time, for one, God has never ever let me down. Whatever I fasted and prayed for at the beginning of every year, he's done it for someone, and I've always picked someone else, you know. I think this time maybe I have a little bit more of an agenda maybe for myself. I don't know. But I've decided, like, after this is over, I think I'm going to take, I don't know if I'm just going to do 1 week a month or if I'm going to do every week. I'm not sure. I don't want it to become meaningless. So I might just do like one time a month, like for 7 days, fast for someone else. Like just randomly pick people, not randomly. I need to pray and ask God who to fast for. And honestly, I probably am going to start a lot for police officers just because I'm getting more of a sense of what they go through, and just they're awesome to me. Like I don't care what anybody says. They're awesome to me. And I really don't care what anybody else thinks. Like, they're awesome to me. I mean, if you put yourself in their position, and I'm not talking about the ones that are, just rampant murderers and racist and all that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those everyday awesome police officers that do their job to protect and serve, that sacrifice their own lives for us. I can talk forever about them because I love them. Anyways, and then I said, are you willing to look stupid? Are you willing to stand on your own? Are you willing to not be in the in crowd? Are you willing to do all these things to help someone else? And it says, what are you willing to do to help straighten out or make level someone else's path? To me, that's to show them Jesus, the people that don't know Jesus, to help them to start living their lives for him, and help them so that Jesus, bring them to Jesus so that Jesus can transform their lives and change them, to be more like him. So what are you willing to do, to do that, And maybe I challenge you to start fasting for other people, because it's awesome, what God does. Like, it's just a, not a guarantee, it's just an extra, not benefit, I can't think of the word, confirmation, I guess, of God, knowing that God's there for you and whatnot. So I guess, yeah, that's really what it's about today. So what are you willing to sacrifice? That's my question to you. What are you willing to sacrifice for someone else to bring them to Jesus? And it may not even be you that does, but for them to come to Jesus. I'll say it like that. What are you willing to sacrifice for someone else to come to Jesus? What are you willing to sacrifice for that person who treats you horrible, to whatever extent that may be, whether they cut you off in traffic, whether they curse you out, whether they've killed a family member, whether they've stole from you, just whether they treat you like dirt, whatever it is. What are you willing to sacrifice for that person, That's the question you need to ask. And I encourage you to start fasting for other people. And like I said, fasting to me is a sacrifice. Like, it has to be something that is a sacrifice. So this time around, like I was saying earlier, I'm not doing food, I'm like doing social media. And honestly, it's hard for me. Like Instagram, I really don't even use. Facebook, I just post my videos. Sometimes I look on there, but Twitter, what? Twitter is like been hard for me because that's like, I've said so many times, like where I communicate with the police officers and they just crack me up and all kind of stuff like that. So it's hard for me. Actually it is. It's stupid to say it's hard for me not to want to be on Twitter, but it was for me, it was a sacrifice because it's something that I really want, and I see all the little notifications. So-and-so did this, so-and-so did that, and I'm like, oh man, and then I right before I did it, I posted something. I was like, oh, I need to see if what's his name liked it, if they saw it, and basically I was just saying thank you to all of them, because after last week, I was just like, God, I've gained a new respect for you guys. Like, you guys are awesome, amazing people. So anyways, that's today. I hope you guys have a great day. Today's Thursday. You've almost like made it throughout the entire week. Tomorrow's Friday, and then it's the weekend. So think of someone in mind that you are willing to sacrifice and fast for. Just start with 7 days, even, and see how God, meets you and does that thing for that person that you're fasting for. Peace. Have a great day. Bye, guys.